And I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass Bray.
For all time's sake. As time goes by. It's been a long time.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
My parents are people that raised us in this country, and they said to us at a very early age, if you can't make it here, then you can't make it anywhere. End of discussion. Hence the reason why my sister went to West Point, I went to West Point, and my brother went to West Point. Now, my brother went to Harvard Business School, and so I had to go to Cornell and get 3 master's degrees in 4 years to match his Harvard degree because we're competitive like that.
Yeah.
And my sister was a instructor at West Point where my brother and I were cadets.
No
and
way.
that's because my parents had high expectations for us. And when I look at Democrats right now that tell us that people of color and black and brown people can't ascertain an ID to go vote, I think to myself, wow. You think so little of a group of people that they can't do the menial task of attaining a government-issued ID just to go vote. And I reject that holistically, and that's what makes me a conservative.
It isn't.
By the way, the same stable geniuses said the biggest problem we had in the Revolutionary War is we didn't have enough airports. Whoa.
It seems like that's everyone's approach to politics. You're okay with that guy, but you're not okay with mean tweets.
Are you happy with Joe Biden as our president?
Oh my gosh, I think I am.
The category is people who annoy you. Okay.
I actually think I am.
You are?
I woke up every day when Trump was president just nervous about my own personal safety.
Well, how? Why?
Because every day he tweeted something that was incendiary.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did I just hear a grown man say he feared for his safety because of tweets?
Come on, man.
How do you objectively look at things like the economy, inflation, foreign policy, and say, yes, Biden is winning in all those areas? The cost of living right now in Biden's America is literally unaffordable, yet you're concerned with mean tweets under Trump. So we're just going to ignore all of the other things right now that are going on in the world and the absolute bang-up job Biden's doing at the border. Well, at least there's no mean tweets. Definitely vote for him again.
Pretty sad, considering that guy kept you on chains, literally. Put you on jail. And the guy that you don't like, he's done more for the black community than anyone else.
Things the media doesn't want you to know about Donald Trump. Everybody's always yapping about how Trump's a racist, right? It's all the media ever talks about. But guess what? Let me tell you a little story about HBCU funding. Let's roll back the clock a bit. What did Obama do for historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs? Oh yeah, that's right, nothing. And the media, they're like, oh, Obama, what a saint, what a hero, bullshit.
Even more than Barack Obama.
The guy was in office for 8 years and didn't do shit. Then enter stage right, Donald J. Trump, the big bad wolf himself. And guess what this so-called racist does? He permanently funds HBCUs. Yeah, you heard me right. The dude walks into the White House, sees these schools struggling, and says, "F that, not on my watch." He looks at these HBCUs and says, "You know what? You're doing important work. You're an essential part of this country, and you deserve support." And he puts his money where his mouth is. Permanent funding. No bullshit. No politics. Just straight up action. And the media, hypocrites. They're still trying to paint him as the villain, still trying to downplay his accomplishments. They don't want to give him credit for anything, even when he's out there fighting for equality and supporting these institutions that have been neglected for so long. These other politicians, they talk a big game, right? They love to give speeches and make promises. But when it comes to actually doing something, they're nowhere to be found. It's all hot air, all bullshit. But Trump, he sees a problem and he fixes it. That's what he does. And these HBCUs, they're benefiting from it. They're getting the support they need, the support they deserve, and all because Trump stepped up when no one else would. So the next time someone tries to tell you Trump's a racist, you tell them about the HBCUs. You tell them about the permanent funding. You tell them about how Trump was the only one willing to take action. So there you have it. 1 week, one decision, and suddenly these schools that were struggling, they're thriving. And it's all thanks to Trump. It's like the dude rolled in with a tank, blew up all the bullshit, and introduced a new era of equality and support. Epic.
Just saying.
As African Americans, we're too scared to call out our own flaws. If we can't even address the problem, how do we change the problem? Statistically speaking, if you remove African Americans from the American population, violent crime would reduce by almost 80%. Think about that. If you remove 14% of the population, the violence in society reduces by 80%. That in and of itself proves the point. There's a systemic problem within the African American community that we're too afraid to address. We don't address it, we can't solve, period.
I think this is crazy. Lead like Barack. And then down below you got be bold like Kamala. Okay, so lead like Barack. What has he led us to? War? Okay, so then be bold like Kamala. What has Kamala done? Absolutely nothing. Y'all know that. I know that. And the kids should know that as well. Just saying.
Here we go.
Hello, I'm Admiral Rachel Levine. This Black History Month.
Hold up real quick. Peep the virtue signaling background. They really care. Continue.
I'm pleased to partner with OMH in advancing better health through better understanding for Black communities.
Oh, nice. Right up my alley. We're going to talk about heart disease, obesity, diabetes. What you got?
Climate change is having a disproportionate effect on the physical and mental health of Black communities.
Hey, y'all. The weather racist now.
And 65% of Black Americans report feeling anxious about climate change's impact.
See, before I used to be more anxious about getting robbed, shot, or dying of heart disease. But thanks to Rachel Levine, I know climate change is a real enemy for Black people. Thanks, Rachel Levine. We appreciate that.
Black Americans are more likely than white Americans to live in areas and housing that increase their susceptibility to climate-related health issues.
Is it just me, or do statements like that not piss y'all off? Like Black people are somehow less than white people, or any other race for that matter. We are not less than. You are not less than if you're listening to this. You are capable of more than they give you credit for. But this is how they see you. Take note. So it seems climate change is the latest racist thing. If they really cared about your health, they'd be taking some of that poison off the shelves. Take action.
So that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something? What is musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music. I make music. And that's not all I do. I make music, I act. I'm a TV star too, a young mogul.
Just really quick, I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever the fuck you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said. No, I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby. I don't think. What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think. I know.
Y'all know why I'm writing her name. It must be done. Self-explanatory.
See, I got my scrambled eggs, my gluten-free toast and oatmeal. But before I get started, let's get offended. I've experienced racism, and I didn't find that to be racist. Uncle Tom alert, doesn't he know everything's racist? I don't care what adults choose, but I don't believe they should be pushing sexuality and gender reassignment in our schools. He hates LGBTQ, no. As Americans, I believe we should be focused on fixing the problems we have ourselves, not everyone else. He doesn't care about people dying in other countries. I believe we should have a secure border because now everyone's getting through. We can't tell who's who. I knew he hated Mexican people. I don't care if you got vaccinated. I just didn't want it for myself, and I didn't like how they were pushing it on everyone else. I knew he hated people who chose a safe and effective vaccine. You shouldn't look to be offended. I'm offended. You don't have to be a victim. I'm a victim. I believe people should adopt a healthier lifestyle. He hates fat people? What? No one is coming to save you. Not only do all of our politicians know what's best for us, but they will save us. I'm sure this will hurt some feelings. Mom, Will Be Inspired hurt my feelings. Can you come hold me? No, you come to me.
Look, I realize it's February 29th, 2024, leap year, I guess, right? So we have an extra day of February, extra day for Black History Month. I've been working nonstop, so I haven't had a lot of time to put the video together. And my whole point of saying that we need to move forward as opposed to regressing and thinking about what happened with the KKK and so on and so forth. Every year we live our lives, right? Every year we live, it's 1 year further away from the KKK, Jim Crow, slavery, so on and so forth. So that's the reason why I'm saying we need to move forward. There's a lot more positive Black history happening versus all that negative shit. Why keep yourself boggled down by this shit like Jim Crow again, slavery again? Why? It's your boy King Churro. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. Remember that you're loved and remember to be great every day because tomorrow is never promised. So it's time to make history today. He's out there.
Every day you wake up, you got a decision to make. To go right or left, up or down, right or wrong. At the end of the day, you make the decision. Nobody forces you. So make the right decision. Make moves, set the goal. Stop making excuses, man. And if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, and sound like a duck, it's a duck. Stop guessing. Just do the right thing. You heard? You hear me? I love y'all. Stay positive. Love one another.
All right.
I begin to